Okay, this video is probably not going to be too long a one. I'm doing this one on Naga, the were serpents. Well, I'm going to come out and say it outright, since most of my videos are based off the premise of a guru-based game. Naga should never, ever be played as player characters. I don't even know if I can justify it in a mixed game between Guru and Fera. They are too goddamn powerful. People can try to make arguments for that, but if you really look closely over their gift list and what's considered low-level gifts, combined with that nasty-ass poison they've got and all the other senses they get, everything, and they're just badass. They're beyond badass. Okay, so the only time I can see them actually being played by a player itself is if you're playing an Eastern Fera game with the Hengi-Yokai. Otherwise, the only other time I can see them played is an NPC scenario, and even then, it's going to have to be a strong member of staff that does it. And if it comes out that they are a were serpent and Naga, then that member of staff should never touch them to begin with, because they should never be revealed as such. It's their first tenet, their own version of the masquerade. It's considered the sacred secret. Okay, so I'm going to focus on how to use them in a chronicle, specifically a Guru chronicle. Well, that stupid little crest going. Well, first off, you should never use them solo. A solo Naga is somebody who has done their version of almost like Red of the Lone Wolf. They're not allowed to hunt. If you don't understand exactly what the Naga's purpose is, they judge all other changing breeds. They judge them on whether or not they're doing their duty. If a Naga is called to judge someone, they will watch very carefully, and if they find enough evidence to suggest that that particular Fera is not performing the role that it was given by, well, Gaia, although they call it Deki, they will execute it, and they will execute in a way that people aren't going to be sure what did it. They've got gifts that if they have to go kind of public, they can make them look like Macaulay. So you could, Macaulay killed him. Maybe it wasn't a Macaulay. Maybe it was a Naga trying to disguise itself. However, they are believed dead. At this point, the Hengi-Yokai know that they exist, and they keep it secret. The Macaulay know they exist, and they keep it secret. Nobody else, no other breed, is proven to know they exist. I'm sure some of the crackpots will blame every unexplainable death on the Naga. But guess what? They don't exist. As far as everybody's concerned, they don't exist. The key word, somebody says Naga, they don't exist. And it should always be like that. If you have to play one in game, you're not just playing one. They always come in multiples. They don't hunt alone. It's always going to be either 2 or 3 of them. They are very humble. They understand their limitations. So it's very unlikely they're going to go up against a much more powerful force without a foolproof plan. And therefore, they're going to call on their friends. So there's going to be 2 or 3 of them. That's going to be the nest that's coming at you. And their nests are not static things. They travel with them. So therefore, there's no chance that you're going to be like, oh, they're too far away from their nest. No, their nest is probably around the corner, nesting somewhere that you're not expecting it. They could be in your goddamn barn, hidden, if you don't have good patrol routes, or you don't understand your territory as well as you think you should. When they do decide to strike, it's going to be quick, it's going to be vicious, and inevitably it's going to be fatal. It is very unlikely that somebody is going to survive a Naga death or a Naga kill. A Naga should be a character killer. It's something that I think that the ST should save for when somebody gets out of line. If you have a Fera or even a Guru that is not doing what it's supposed to, it's not serving its purpose, a Guru that's not guarding, not the guardian of Gaia, not the champion of Gaia, a Garal that's not protecting the land, A Macaulay not protecting the secrets. Rakean not protecting, the seas. Nuisha not questioning the ways. Korax not being the eyes of Gaia. Any of those that are happening, these sons of bitches can come along and kill them. It's a good way for STs of a larger game, if they're play testing a particular type of Fera and it's failing, to eliminate it. And nobody will understand why. They shouldn't understand why. If anything, it's probably going to get blamed on the worm, or it's going to get blamed on the Guru. It's going to get blamed on something. However, I don't think they want to blame it on the Guru most of the time, because they don't want to risk the Guru finding them out, because frankly they realize a second War of Rage with knowledge that the Naga exist means that they're probably not going to survive. There's too few of them, and they won't be able to hide as easily as last time. And once you've fooled the Guru once, you're probably not going to fool them again. So you're not going to be able to trick them into thinking you're dead. They're going to go everywhere, and they're going to root out everything until they find you. As the Naga believe, the Guru are very good at finding enemies where there are none. So if that's the case, they could very well do the same thing with the Guru, or with the Naga. Okay, so if you're going to use them, like I said, the best way to use them is as character killers. If you have to use one at a large event game, I still kind of advise against it, because to hand that off to an assistant storyteller, narrator, or whatever it may be, doesn't always work, because they don't always know all the facts. They may think somebody's not doing their job, but whereas the HST, the head storyteller, might very well know that they are doing their job. Maybe they were tasked with something that the AST does not know about. I've seen that before. I've seen ASTs wanting to judge people, and I've looked at them and gone, no, they're doing their job damn well, because I know what they're doing. So the only other place I can see them being played would be a large one-shot game. And even then, they should not be revealed as Naga. They should not be pushovers, and they should always come in groups of 2 or 3. And that should be the big reveal, is at the end of the game, when it's revealed they're Naga, everybody should be surprised. So other than that, I mean, to me, the way I would use Naga is, if you're playing a game where Fera are rare, and all of the extinct Fera, and I'm not talking about the were-cows, the were-boars, and the were-bats. I'm talking about a game where the bears, the Korax, where they're all thought to be extinct, or pretty close. Then there's nothing better than, okay, yeah, somebody realized we've encountered a Korax. Korax are alive. We've encountered a werebear. They're alive, but we can't find many of them. Okay, if you leave little scraps where they're now going, hey, wait a minute, could the were snakes be alive? That makes things interesting, but only in that situation. Otherwise, they shouldn't be used. So I guess that's my moral for this story. Naga should not be used except in high-powered or very extensive games, and even then it's to eliminate a troublesome character that has lost its way and really doesn't do anything for the game except maybe hurt it. Otherwise, they should just be a part of the lore that everybody can sit there and salivate over, because they're too goddamn powerful. I can make a base level Naga right now, and I'm going to take out most Adrian, because I can play it that damn well. And plus, I'm not going to be making alone. There's going to be at least 1 or 2 other people with me making Naga as well, because we have to be a nest. So that's my spiel on this one. So like it or love it, that's my belief. Ciao.